Hello everyone, in this video I will be talking about top 7 tips to score 7 plus in IELTS General Writing. So let's quickly talk about some of the things about the IELTS General Writing. The first thing is that IELTS General Writing module is one of the most challenging module in the IELTS exam. It is divided into two parts, task 1 and task 2. The time given to complete both the task is 1 hour. It is recommended that 20 minutes should be spent on task 1 and 40 minutes on task 2, that is essay writing. Remember, the task 2 carries double the marks as compared to the task 1. Now let's quickly come to the tip 1, planning for task 1 and task 2. Now this is a very important step. You always spend first 5 minutes on planning whether you're attempting task 1 or task 2. This way, you will be able to finish both the tasks on time because you know what exactly you have to write. Second, you have to finish both the tasks in 1 hour, so you have to plan accordingly. Now let's come to the second one. Use correct format. Now here I will be discussing task 1 and task 2 separately. The first is task 1. Now task 1 is letter writing. Now you get three types of letters in the IELTS general writing. That is formal, semi-formal or informal. So first of all, when you're getting a letter, you have to identify what type of letter it is because every letter has different starting and ending. So the start and end the letter using the correct format. This is now very important. You have to use the correct format. Now, when you're writing the introduction part, just write the purpose of the letter, why you are writing this letter. Do not write hi, hello, how are you. It is not required. The third is answer all the bullet points in the separate paragraphs. Now, by doing this, you will be answering whatever is asked and you will not divert from the topic, and this will also take you towards a high band score. Now, next I will talk about the task 2. Now, task 2 is about essay writing. Now, here I want to discuss the very important thing, that is paraphrase the question, in which most of the students make mistake. They don't know what is paraphrasing. Now, para and just remember one thing, that it is the introduction part and it has to be correctly written. Now, for example, now what is paraphrasing? When you're writing the question in your own words without changing the meaning of the sentence, it is called paraphrasing. Now, I'm explaining this with the help of an example. Questions, for example, you get a question. In some countries, marriages are arranged by the parents, but in other cases, people choose their own marriage partner. Discuss both the systems. Now, this is a discussion type of essay, and you have to discuss both the sides of the essay. Now, how will you paraphrase it? You will write, it is generally observed that in some countries, guardians find a suitable match for their children. However, at some places, young people go with their choice of partner. Both the systems are justifiable at their own respective levels. Now, here I have paraphrased the question without adding anything extra and without changing the meaning of the sentences. Now, the second thing you should remember is make 4 paragraphs in essay writing and explain with the example. 4 means the first is the paraphrase paragraph. Second and third, you have to explain, you have to discuss both the sides of the essay, and the fourth is the conclusion of the essay. Now, the third thing is use linking words. The linking words will take you towards a high band score. Use a variety of linking words when you're attempting essay. Now let's start with different types of the linking words. The first one is the listing. The listing is when you're writing the essay and you're writing the points, you can say first of all, secondly, thirdly, fourthly, lastly, last but not the least. Next is when you're giving extra information, what type of linking words you can use? You can say in addition to, furthermore, moreover, as well as. Now, the third type is when you're giving examples in your essay, you can say, for example, for instance, or such as, or you can start with to illustrate or namely. The fourth type is when you're highlighting some important points. How can you start the sentence? You can say specifically, in particular, particularly, especially. Next is when you're giving opinion, when you get an opinion based essay. So how can you start the sentence? You can say, in my opinion, from my point of view, and third is I think. The next type is the conclusion type. What type of linking words you can use when you're concluding the essay? You can start with into, to conclude, to sum up. The bottom line is all in all. The next thing you should keep in mind is use good vocabulary words. Now, here, using good vocabulary words give a clear indication to the examiner that you have a good command over English and you're not at all short of words. For example, you want to say a sentence, my experience was really bad. So instead of this, you can write, my experience was awful. The next is answering to the point. Read the question at least 2 to 3 times before planning. You should know exactly what is asked. This way, you will score full in task accomplishment, which is one of the criteria for awarding bands in writing. The next most important thing, which most of us ignore, is grammatical skills. Remember, strong grammatical skills are required in all the 4 modules of the IELTS exam. Poor grammar means you will never be able to achieve a high score no matter how much you try. Sorry, here I am not discouraging you. My only motive here is to explain how important grammar is in the IELTS exam. The seventh and the last important tip to remember is spellings. If you are poor in spellings, try to work on them because in the listening module, especially if the spellings are wrong, the answer is wrong. So it's really serious if your spellings are weak. Focus on it, work on them. So these are the 7 tips which will make a lot of difference in your scores. They look very minor, but if you will follow them sincerely and work on them, I'm sure it will take you towards a high score. Remember, success is all about making small changes every day. That's all about this video. I hope you like my video. Please subscribe to my channel. Please like, comment, and share. Thank you.